Hey everyone, and welcome back to How to Spend It. Today we are going to be talking about the top 10 investments everyone should make. If you think you know how to invest, wait until you hear number 1. But before we get on to that, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps us a lot and lets us know that we are helping to enrich lives out there. And without any further ado, let's get on to the video. Number 10. Forex. Beginning with our list is Forex, also known as foreign exchange. This particular option is a decentralized market found globally that allows currency pairs to be traded. This is done electronically and through all major financial centers. Some of these are in Sydney, Hong Kong, Paris, and London. By investing in Forex, you have the ability for 24-hour trading. This means that when the markets close in New York, then Forex traders can pick up in Sydney, and later the European locations. If companies are looking to hedge on their foreign exchange risks, then their preferred choice is often the futures and forwards market. In working the Forex market, there is a large amount of liquidity, with a rough estimate of $5.2 trillion moved every day. Number 9. Penny stocks. When penny stocks were first traded, they were often considered to be any stocks that were traded for less than $1 per share. There has since been some modification in that definition, which now includes all shares that are traded below $5. The stocks associated with this process are usually with small companies and don't trade as steadily as others. This can cause investors to find it difficult to sell the stock, as there may not be many out there who want to buy. You do need to know, though, that the stock can cause the amount to have a sizable gain or a full loss, as it is considered highly speculative. Don't like speculation? Well, stick around for more solid ones. Number 8. Employee funds. The next one we're looking at today is the idea of an employee trust fund. These types of funds are often set up by the employer as a benefit for the employee working at their job. Popular ones are employee stock ownership plans, ESOP, and pension plans. Setting up an employee fund that is viewed as a pension plan is a long-term savings process that allows a determined percentage from the employee and employer to go into an account during their time of employment to build for their retirement. If it is an ESOP that is set up within the company, the hope is that by using stocks as part of the fund, it will help line up the employee's interests with the shareholders. Number 7. Insurance. There are all sorts of different insurances out there that we can purchase to assist and ease our minds. By purchasing the insurance, such as auto, rental, travel, disability, or even life insurance, you are securing a way to have funds available to you. The amounts can help get a new car, cover medical expenses while away from home, or even cover funeral arrangements and care for loved ones should you die. Number 6. Treasury bonds. If you are looking for something a little safer than, say, penny stocks, then treasury bonds will be more your style. These particular bonds are issued out by the government. The lowest they can be purchased at is $1,000 each, but after they've matured, you can look to get a profit upwards of 5%. These type of bonds are also known as T-bonds and can have a term of maturity of 30 years. The fixed interest payment is every 6 months and has the highest interest rates of the 3 types of government securities due to the long maturing period. If you want to know what the price and yield are for a bond, this would need to be checked during the auction process, as they are issued monthly online if you are American. A common use for treasury bonds is for a portion of retirement savings to be put in a risk-free environment. But if you want more aggressive trading, stick around for number 5. Number 5. Stock market. We have heard of people playing the stock market before. We've even seen movies made about the market like Wall Street in 1987 with Michael Douglas, or The Wolf of Wall Street in 2013 with Leonardo DiCaprio. The idea of the stock market is to be able to collect and exchange shares of publicly held companies in a controlled and secure environment. By having everyone together, it ensures that the pricing for the shares are fair and that no one is being gouged for it. There was a time when paper would pass from one person to the next as share certificates, but in this modern day and age, everything is done electronically worldwide. By offering shares up in the market, companies are able to build up the capital they need from investors to help maintain and build the company up to better things. The leading stock exchanges in the United States are the New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, and the Chicago Board Options Exchange. Number 4. Mutual funds. Are you getting a bit confused? Worried that you might not be comfortable in playing the stock market and going through the buying and selling process? If it is too much for you, then mutual funds might be a little simpler. The reason why? Mainly because you yourself would not need to handle them or worry about the individual investments you have and keeping track. A fund manager would be able to assist you once you choose a specific type of fund you're interested in owning, pooling your money with the other investors in stocks, bonds, and money market instruments. By putting your money into mutual funds, you are accessing professionally managed portfolios. You would not be alone as the investor, as there would be others in there with you under the fund manager, going through gains and losses. But if you don't like the idea of someone else managing your funds, try number 3. Number 3. Bank deposits. If you are looking for another way to make money, but in a safe way, an investment you may look at is the idea of bank deposits. It is simple, and not one you would need to put too much research or concern into. When we have a savings account opened in one of the different bank branches that are out there, there is some small interest applied to it. Each time you deposit your check or your birthday money from Nana, the money that goes in earns a small bit of interest adding to what you have. You don't need to worry about anything crashing, causing the amount to devalue. It will slowly grow and add with each deposit you make. Number 2. Gold. One of our highest on the list is oddly enough one of the highest values out there in the investment world. The gold you own could be in the form of jewelry, coins, or even a bar. The desire to own a piece is still there, even from the time of pirates scouring the seas and looting ships, or highwaymen relieving the purses from the rich. By investing in gold, you will have a tangible item that has value. If you were to sell it 5 years from the time you bought it, it would have increased in value, unlike a television that would have lost value the minute it was out the door. Even during some of history's biggest crashes of the stock market, the value of gold has had a slow and steady rise. Gold may have its down periods, such as when the Rothschild family stepped away from being an influence in gold for over 200 years, but it has recovered and continues to be the rare metal many wish to have. Number 1. Real estate. The top investment that everyone should make is real estate of some kind. We aren't talking about the home or apartment you yourself live in, but rather additional properties beyond your home. You could purchase an old home and fix it up to appeal to those seeking to find that perfect place to raise a family. The amount you paid for the home is not necessarily what you would want to sell it at. You'd need to take into account how much you spent buying it and what you put into it. which could add on hundreds more to what it is worth and what they'll pay. Another option is perhaps having a building where you can set up apartments to rent out to others. The amount you spent on buying the building would be returned to you in the monthly rent, and once that is covered, you'd be receiving profit from the tenants. It may require a little bit of work, such as for upkeep, but in the end, your portfolio will grow and allow you to enjoy the surplus. Well guys, that's it for this video. Click the links above to check out some of our other videos. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. We have many great videos coming up. See you in the next video.